Alright, good evening. Medyo late na tayo pero sama natin isa sa Tres Marias kumbaga ng OCR eh. Ito yung mga veterano, si Gloria, Chel. Ito kasi yung pinakabata sa kanila eh. And alam natin si Games gold medalist at nakailang mga competitions na sinarihan yan this year. Pero pag-usapan natin ang lahat na yan with our guest natin. Si Miss Kaizen dela Serna. Bati Kai!
Hello, Kuya Gab. Thank you for having me tonight. Sorry, sobrang late na.
Marami kasi nga pinagkakabalaan nitong si Kaizen. Kaya na-reschedule kasi yung guesting natin supposedly. Anyway, kumusta ka na? And how are things going on right now?
Okay lang naman, Kuya Gab. Puro training, tsaka online class yung ginagawa ko this month. Double time sa training kasi may competition na kami next year, January.
No, napakabilis naman yung mga competition eh. January kaagad eh. So, tuloy-tuloy na training hanggang Christmas at hanggang New Year din eh.
Yes, Kuya Gab.
Paano ka ba nagsimula sa paglalaro ng OCR? Pero bago yan, ang alam ko, nag-uusap tayo lagi, gymnastics, cheerleading, trail racing, pero paano ka ba pumunta sa OCR at sino ang nag-refer sa inyo na pumasok ka doon sa sport na yun?
Tama kayo, Kuya Gab. I started off with gymnastics. So I was a gymnast at 7 years old and then I decided to change sports around 15 years old. And then after I decided to quit, naghanap na ako ng ibang sports. So I tried climbing, I tried trail running, cheerleading din, and then I tried obstacle course racing because may isang place na obstacle sports factory. My mom found it lang, tapos she brought me there. And then when I tried the obstacles, I enjoyed yung sport, and then I enjoyed yung challenge. And then aside from that, sobrang fun talaga yung obstacle sports racing for me. And then when I tried the obstacles, ginawa ko naman. So I decided to, pursue the sport. Yeah.
Pero at one point, may sumali ka bang national competition sa gymnastics o pinangarap mo rin ba mag-SEA Games sa gymnastics that time?
Actually, before, nung gymnast ako, my goal talaga was to compete in the SEA Games. But then I wasn't able to make it to the SEA Games. And then I competed in palarong pambansa in gymnastics before. So I was able to win the overall champion last, I think, 2015. Sorry.
Natatawa. Mukhang napanood ni Shell to eh. Alright.
Maganda siya.
Hi Shell, maraming salamat sa panonood. Kahit alam ko gano'n eh. Okay, tuloy natin. Magaan ba ang transition nung pumasok ka sa gymnastics tapos national athlete ka na from OCR?
So from gymnastics, it became easier for me to transition to obstacle sports because I had like grip coordination and strength that helped me like improve my obstacle course racing skills. So it was a bit easier nga for me when I transitioned.
And alam natin yung isa sa mga nakasabayan mo sa gymnastics world champion na rin si Kaloy Yulo. Ano ang feeling mo nung nakamit niya yung titulo niya sa vault? And could you tell us yung mga karanasan mo with Kaloy?
I used to train in the same gym with Kaloy before. Sobrang inspiring si Kaloy because he's really persevering, he's really hardworking, and I guess it's super like amazing and nakaka-proud na he was able to win so much competitions, nakaka-gold siya, and naka-Olympics siya.
Yun. Back to OCR. Parte ka na ng national team at natupad na rin ang pangarap mo mag-compete for the national team for the country, sa harap ng maraming tao doon sa SEA Games na alam kong ginanap yan sa Muntinlupa. At isa sa mga may tuturing ka na golden heroes ka ng competition when you won your team with your team sa event. Kamusta ang feeling mo doon?
It was one of the best feelings ever, especially when the gold medal was around our chest. Sobrang like all our hard work was able to pay off, like all the tears, all the pain, it was like worth it because we have the gold medal and we were able to make our country proud.
At syempre, sumaksi pa ng yung family mo, yung mga friends mo, at syempre yung mga teammates mo. At pati naman yung mga online, itong nangyaring gold medal finish. Kasama mo ba yun sa yung team? Alam ko kasama ata si Sandy Menchi, ganun. Sandy Menchi ba yun?
Yes, yes. They
At
were
yung,
able to win last competition nila in Mount Kilimanjaro. Sobrang nakaka-proud yung mga teammates ko. Galing.
and of course, si Gloyen at saka si Manuel Divina ba yun? Yun nakasama
Yeah.
sa SEA Games team.
Yes.
Tapos dumating na nga yung pandemic, alam natin, maraming apektado. Pakikwento nyo sa amin kung ano yung ginawa mo sa mga unang buwan ng pandemic, March, April, May, June. At gaano ba kaapektado doon sa pagsasara ng mga training centers like yung obstacle factory, saka yung pretty huge obstacles dahil sa sunod-sunod ng mga quarantine statuses na yun, alert level na.
I had a difficult time adjusting at the start of the quarantine because I'm used to going to yun nga, yung mga facility namin, yung sa pretty huge obstacles, tapos I like training with the team. So when the pandemic started, I had to be able to adapt to training alone, and then I had to be disciplined on my own. It was kind of hard also because most of our competitions got canceled. So with that, it was hard for me to discipline myself also kasi wala masyadong parang goal. So what I had to do na lang was I was able to train and exercise in order to keep me healthy and fit.
At of course, sabi ko nyo, fully vaccinated ka na pero hindi ka part nung yung sa POC program. Nakaramdam ka ba ng side effects?
Yes, I did. My vaccine was AstraZeneca, and then nagka-side effects ako ng fever and chills when I was sleeping.
Could you tell the difference between face-to-face training tapos yung online training within the pandemic? Alam ko yung strength and conditioning training po na sa pag-online, di ba?
Yes, yung start of the pandemic, our strength and conditioning had to be online. So for me, sobrang hirap talaga online. Mas prefer ko talaga yung face-to-face kasi nakaka-motivate kasi mag-train with yung mga teammates. They're like supporting you. Tapos social interaction for me is really important. So sanay ako sa nag-uusap with yung teammates habang nagda-training. So when we had to adjust to online training, I kind of had the hard time kasi wala, puro sa screen lang kami.
Okay, August, nag-compete ka doon sa isang international competition, yung UNAA. At kahit mo yung mga nakasabayan mo mga ninja o OCR racers from around the world, na-manage mo na mag-top 15. Ano naging reaction mo dito? At kumusta ng pakiramdam na makapaglaro ka internationally na may, of course, mga strict health protocols na pinatutupad doon sa venue?
So the competition itself, sobrang challenging yung competition. First time namin ni Shell mag-compete nun. And different obstacles talaga yung obstacles doon compared to the ones in the Philippines. It was more challenging and difficult. So what we had to do na lang was, perform our best, do our best from what we had been training for. And then it was really nice to watch elite athletes, the best elite athletes actually, all over the world because I got to learn so much from them. And then I'm really excited for the next competition kasi gusto namin magbawi. At least we want to get maybe top 5 soon. So we will really train for it. And then I was actually surprised that I was able to make it to top 15. I did not really expect that. So sobrang like nakaka-proud din that I was able to make it to top 15.
May mga health protocols ba na ipinatutupad doon? Ang alam ko, ano yung sitwasyon na yun doon sa Amerika? Hindi ba kayo nagsusot ng face mask? O pwede nang manood yung mga live audience basta naka-vaccinated?
Actually, in the US, they're not really strict about that. So a lot of people were able to watch, as long as everyone was wearing their masks. And then for the competition protocols, during our run, we are allowed to take off our masks so that we can perform properly. But then during the warm-up area, we have to wear a mask.
And even sa swab test, di ba?
We did not have swab tests before the competition actually. Yung nag-swab test lang kami ni Shell before flying to the US. In the
Yes.
US, they're not really strict about COVID.
Okay, si Kaizen suki ng mga Spartan races since you began joining OCR hanggang ngayon. And last month, nag-resume na ulit itong Spartan na may health protocol sa pinatutupad din. Anong pinaka-memorable experience na binaon mo diyon sa pagbabalik ng Spartan sa Batangas at nakapag-top finish ka ba doon sa competition?
So I joined the second Spartan race, and then it's super nice to see a lot of racers go back to, racing again. A lot of people haven't been racing kasi, so it was nice to see the community again. And then I was actually not that conditioned for the Spartan race kasi ninja nga ako, so hindi ako masyadong tumatakbo. So I wasn't able to win. I was able to win top 5 for the second race, but then for the last race that I joined, thankfully naman bumawi ako. I was 6 minutes faster, which is a good time, and then I was able to make it to top 8. Yes.
And of course, alam natin, di ka naka-qualify with the words pero andyan naman si Gloyen, Marisco,
Yes.
si Elchi, at si Divina, at si
Yes.
Reino, at iba pa na mga pupunta ng Abu Dhabi. Sayang.
Yes. Kasi category naman nila yon, OCR short sila. Kami ni Shell Ninja, so ibang category din yon.
After nito, of course, tuloy-tuloy naman ang training Could you tell with us kung ano buhay mo being an athlete? Nagte-training ka ba? Bumabalik ba kayo sa face-to-face right now?
Yes, we have face-to-face training again. So with the team again, every Tuesday and Thursday. So ginagawa namin yung obstacle proficiency exercises, yung sa obstacle sports factory. And then aside from that, we have our own training then. So sometimes I join my friends in biking kasi during the pandemic, a lot of people started biking. And then I joined Shell and other people with climbing. I got into climbing because when the OCR gyms closed down, we had to move to climbing gyms first. So puro ako nagka-climb. And then we also worked on running. So sometimes I trail run or run around my village.
And ano yung susunod na competitions mo for both face-to-face or hopefully virtual ulit? Obviously, walang OCR sa SEA Games, di ba?
Yes. That super sad kami kasi walang OCR sa SEA Games. But then hopefully it will be there in the next SEA Games 2023, I think, in Cambodia. Our next competition though is January 23, and that's gonna be in Arcovia, Pasig, and that's a ninja competition. So nagte-training na kami.
Meron bang international competitions din?
Sorry, kuya.
Meron bang international competitions din?
Yes, we're looking forward to Poland. I think that's May. And then if we qualify, we can compete in the UNAA again in July in Las Vegas.
All right, good luck with that. So, not just in OCR sa ninja category, of course, meron kang isa pang sport na nilalaroan mo, yung parkour. Paano ba nagsimula ang hilig mo sa sport at may mga nauwi ka ba mga medalya sa paglalaro ng parkour?
I started parkour because when I saw yung mga teammates ko nagpa-parkour, sabi ko, uy, mga gymnastic skills. Gusto ko gawin ulit yung mga gymnastic skills ko. So that's, fortunately, obstacle sports, the federation got parkour and they included it in their category. So yun, sumali ako ng parkour. Tapos we had qualifiers for the national team. Enjoy ko din yung parkour because it's more of creativity, yung mga movement, yung mga tumbling, yung mga skills. And aside from that, I was able to compete like 3 times in pretty huge obstacles. Hopefully, though, my competition na kami, like maybe international competition or yes, international sana.
Pero naka-join ka ata ng online competition sa parkour, di ba?
Yes, I was able to join the AFPU Regional Cup. It was online, pero mas prefer ko sana pag face-to-face.
Alright, so usapang POSF tayo. Alam natin, Attorney Agra. Ito yun lang, madalas natin nakikita sa mga talk shows sa politika pagdating sa eleksyon. Pero on the lighter side, si Attorney Agra kasi, isa yan sa mga pinaka-active na NSA leaders natin. At i-handles very well itong obstacle course racing. Unlike dun sa ibang NSAs na, huwag lang, sabihin natin, may corruption eh. Pero I won't give names eh. Alam mo naman yung issue ni
Yes, yung issue now.
Okay, isa yan sa mga aktibong NSAs, lalo na sa grassroots. Nagbibigay sila ng mga obstacle boxes sa mga probinsya to help out para mapalakas ang national team program, lalo na sa Bangsamoro, sa Pasig. Are you grateful sa nakukuha ang suporta ng ating POS leadership natin, pati na rin yung suporta rin ng POC and of course the PSC?
Yeah. I'm honestly so grateful that Attorney Agra and the Federation is really taking care of our athletes. So we really get the full support we need. That is why I believe also na us OCR team, we're performing well. It's because yung financial support, really supported. Tapos, we also have this recent program for mental health. So it was like around 1 month class na that promotes mental health, and we know now mental health is super important. So Attorney Agra talaga is doing his best to keep his athletes well-being, like emotionally, mentally, and physically, like in good shape. So I'm really happy to be part of the POSF.
At alam ko, isa sa mga facilitators ng webinar ng mental health ay kaibigan ko rin si Coach Noli Ayo, di ba?
Yes,
Yan
yes.
sa mga authors ng Winning Steel na libro, kung saan nandun yung mga ibang stories ng mga athletes na nakaranas sa pandemic. And even Idelin Diaz, nagsulat din siya sa Winning Steel. Kumusta ang experience mo doon sa mga webinars na ginawa nung kay Coach Noli?
How was the webinar po? Sorry.
How was the webinar?
Yeah. It was very enlightening. I learned so much, especially about mental health, and I think it should be advocated talaga, especially in sports. There are a lot of athletes who, like, sometimes they won't feel like their best, or they'll feel like they won't be super okay, and it's important na the support system is there, and that you're able to talk to your challenges in life with other people. So thankfully POSF has that. I'm able to, like, when I don't feel well, I have like the support system that helps me and keeps me going.
And of course, hindi pa rin mawawala yung suporta ng PSC eh. Nakatanggap mo na ba yung mga bagong uniforms at mga
Yes.
kailangan ninyo?
Yes, I got the new uniforms. Maganda yung uniforms and yung jacket.
Yan, thank you, Chairman. I heard you studying at dela University, di ba?
Yes po.
Anong course?
I'm taking up BS Entrepreneurship.
Ito yung katumbas sa business management.
Business. Yes.
Ayun, magiging future parang marketing din eh.
Yes.
Challenges for you sa virtual and or blended learning? At gaano ka ba excited na sa wakas, pwede na ulit kayo mag-limited face-to-face classes sa Lasal pagdating sa susunod na taon eh.
It was very challenging at the start kasi 'di ba before pandemic sanay kami na to see yung classmates every day ganon. So yun, at first we had to see each other sa screen, and then for me naman I was able to, with online class, it made me have more time for training, which is also like good din kasi nakakapag-train ako, I go outdoors, and then I do the things I want to do. And I'm really excited now na it might go face to face hopefully next year because I get to meet like new friends and yung mga classmates ko.
At syempre, hindi pa rin mawawala pagmamahal sa inyo ng inyong mommy at daddy mo nga, si Sir Manny de la Serna o si DS. May-ari siya ng Eros Hotel sa Move On eh. Alam ko, isa yan sa mga satisfied customer ng Move On, di ba? With this course at hand, are you willing to step up sa mas mataas na leadership role just like your dad in the future?
In the future, yes, I hope to be like a CEO like my dad too. Pero now I'm focusing on starting my own small business muna, and then getting to learn more about entrepreneurship.
Pero alam mo naman, hindi mo rin pababayaan ang sports eh. Kailangan may second career na pwede nating i-handle. Basta kung mag-retiro man sa sports, eh, kaya mo yan i-manage.
Yes, I'm actually, yung business ko, I have this small business that I'm launching this December. It's called Fearless the Label. So it's related to sports because I'm gonna be selling activewear. So yun, in the future, I hope to combine both business and sports kasi sports is something I love doing and also business.
Pwede nating i-promote yung business mo sa amin eh. 12,000 followers ko na eh. At tutulong ko dito sa kampanya ninyo eh. Alam ko you're in charge ngayon doon sa Move On, sa marketing, di ba?
Not anymore po because I got busy with school and training. So yung marketing, we assigned it to someone else na po.
Pero how was your experience working sa delivery business, yung ride hailing app like this one na kahit pa paano nakatulong ito sa mga riders na makahanap ng sarili nilang trabaho na yung pandemya?
I learned a lot from, Move On because it was challenging. Like we started this business during the pandemic because we also wanted to help mga riders have extra income. And then I learned more about marketing and how to handle like riders and how to talk to people. So yun, it was a good learning experience for me.
Pero nakita kita last time, kasama niyo pa si Angel Locsin for a segment doon sa show niya eh. Kasama niyo pa si US eh. Napanood ko yun. At sa dami ng mga roles mo sa academic, sa marketing, sa sports, paano mo i-manage ang free time ninyo sa, alam natin, rest day, spending time with your family sa mga probinsya? Siyempre, nagpunta pa kayo ng Mount Apo recently, nag-hike kayo, at nag-beach ka pa eh.
Yes, Kuya Gab, that's honestly parang sobrang challenging for me because I'm doing so much stuff. So medyo minsan nahihirapan talaga ako. Pero I learn naman to manage my time, and I'm learning now to take breaks and rest kasi I think I need rest talaga. And in my free time kasi yung ginagawa ko is to hang out with my friends or my family kasi they're the ones talaga who keep me happy.
Pero nakikita ko, meron ka mga pictures na naka-two-piece ka eh. Siyempre.
The beach po.
Nakikipagsabayan ka na kay Sheila, kay Gloyan sa pag eh. Alright.
Yeah.
Ang daming reaction naman doon sa inyong 6 photos na yun. Did you have siblings who are also into sports as well too?
Yes. Actually, one of my siblings now, Kaku, she's currently in Ormoc for training camp doon. Nandun siya for 3 months na. Tapos yung isa kong kapatid, si Jinsei, yung bunso, and she's also into fencing din. Pero nasa bahay lang siya nagde-training.
Alam ko si Kaku na sumali din yan sa National Open, di ba?
Yeah, she did.
Yun, magiging future national team yan someday.
Yes.
Pag-pray natin. Pero may based on our research, may mga humanitarian projects ka ng pandemya which involves sa school mo and of course sa OCR at yung mga grupo na affiliated ka lalo na sa pagtulong sa mga apektado ng of course pandemya at mga tragedies at yung balita ko kasama ka doon sa tumulong sa pag-rehabilitate ng tulay doon sa Wawa River. Could you share with us itong mga projects na to?
POSF has this project to, kasi nasira po yung Wawa Bridge during yung bagyo. Tapos, yun, we plan to, build the bridge again. Sadly, I wasn't able to go there hands-on. Pero yung dad ko yun, pumunta siya. Tapos, he was able to help. And then, during the pandemic, I started this initiative with my friend. We were able to earn money for those who need gadgets for online class because some people don't have the means to afford like yung mga laptop or like yung gadgets. So we were able to help in our own little ways.
Okay, sa current issue naman tayo. Well, we all know yung nangyari kay EJ Obiena at yung Patapa. Alam natin, medyo loon ng problema dun sa funding ba yun o yung
Yes.
payment eh. Ano ang masasabi mo dito? Ano may papayo mo kay EJ na masettle na itong whip na ito between Patapa as a national athlete?
Yes, I hope he settles this issue, and like I'm very happy that he's standing up for himself. He's really speaking up the truth, and I'm like happy na ginagawa niya yun, yung pinapost niya and telling everyone the facts and what's happening, so people are aware din of what's happening around yung mga federations sa sports.
Sana maayos na to. Last
Yeah.
questions before we end. Alam natin, Mayo na 2022 elections and at least makakaboto ka na kasi hindi ka makakasama dun sa SEA Games delegation eh. Yun kasi ang problema ng SEA Games delegation eh. Hindi makakaboto sa 2022. Kasi kailangan nila pumunta ng Vietnam para mag-training at para mag-compete na. Nataon kasi sa May 9 yung election eh. Yung SEA Games.
Yes.
At isa ka doon sa mga registered voters na boboto ka sa 2022. Alam ko marami kang dinaras na problema doon sa voters registration. Mahaba ang pila pero at least kinaya mo magpag-register. Challenging ba para sa inyo na nalampasan itong registration? At ano ang may papayo mo sa mga kapwa botante at yung mga atleta natin na dapat piliin natin yung mga nararapat nilang leader sa 2022 elections?
So during my voters registration experience, I had a difficult time kasi nag-walk-in lang ako kasi I wasn't able to schedule beforehand. I waited for around 7 to 8 hours in line. Tapos yun, naghihintay lang, sobrang haba ng pila. But then after that, it was worth it naman kasi what we're doing, yung sacrifice of 7 hours is worth it if we get to choose the right leaders, if we get to vote wisely. And for the ones voting in the next election, I hope that you research about all the government officials that are planning to run. And it's really important to vote wisely because we deserve better leaders and more accountable leaders.
Dapat malinis ang pamamalakad at dapat maayos ang track record. At syempre dapat suportado ang Philippine sports.
Yes.
Sa mga atleta. Kahit alam natin sa panahon na yon, golden age of Philippine sports. Meron na tayong gold medal sa Olympics, champion na sa SEA Games, pero sana masustain natin pagdating sa susunod natin Pangulo sa 2022 at susunod na leadership din ng PSC. And speaking of 2022, papalit na naman ang leadership ng PSC. Ano ang mahiling mo doon sa new set of leaders ng PSC para ipagpatuloy ang kanilang nasimulan when it comes sa sports program ano may hiling mo dun sa mga needs ninyo sa OCR para may pag-improve natin yung programa nila?
I hope the future leaders of PSC continue to support the athletes, like financially, and they promote yung whole well-being of the athlete, yung physical, mental, and emotional. So super helpful yun sa mga athletes.
And of course, maraming may one na proyekto itong si Chairman Ramirez para sa ating mga atleta before he steps down.
Yes.
Sana magka-champion ulit tayo o di kaya third place sa Olympic Games ang Pilipinas before he steps down. Ano pa ang nais mo marating pang goal sa inyong buhay, sa sports mo, sa academics, sa pagtulong sa kapwa, and maybe next in the future, sama natin ang OCR sa SEA Games, di ba? At Olympics.
My short-term goal is next year focus on yung mga competitions na gaganap internationally. So that's Poland and that's in Las Vegas. And then hopefully the OCR will be included in the 2028 Olympics daw, around that year pa daw. So sana makaabot ako, and then that's my goal, to compete there. And for yung academics, I want to, continue to get good grades. And as for my business, I hope I do well then and I learn more about, how to deal with people and how to rise after like mga setbacks.
Okay, by the way, si Kaizen tampok na to sa isang libro. Kasama niyo pa si CR Basho, yung Fearless Pilipinas, di ba? Available ba ito?
Yes, it's available here. Yung link, you can buy it from bookshelf_ph. So I think now they have a discount if you wanna buy, like for your family or friends, to inspire others, especially about women empowerment yun.
I hope I could get a copy lang kung pwede.
Yes, I will give you a copy. I can give you a copy.
Pero pag kita tayo sa January
Yes.
Pag sa Starbucks lang kami. O di kaya mas doon sa mga coffee shops sa top So anyway, shoutout tayo. Sino ang dapat pasalamatan? Sino ang nais mong support? Ano mga dapat niyong pasalamatan na supporters niyo, yung family niyo, yung friends mo? Go ahead. Mensahe niyo po.
I want to thank my family and friends for continuously supporting me in my, OCR career. And then I really want to thank yung mga teammates and coaches ko and the federation for continuing to like motivate me and for helping me become a better human. I want to thank also my sponsors, the Northeast PH, for always, supporting me in terms of gear and yung mga apparel na ginagamit ko. And thank you, God, also for giving me the strength to do OCR.
Ako yun At ako rin di ba?
Sure. Yes, and thank you, Kuya Gab, for always supporting and sharing all my posts.
At saka nare-refer din kita sa mga interviews, di ba?
Yeah, super helpful yun, Kuya Gab. Thank you.
And with that, see you in January. But Merry Christmas and Happy New Year sa inyo. And I hope sana manalo tayo ng mga medalyas dun sa mga competitions. Until we meet again. Thank you.
Thank you, Kuya Gab.
Salamat. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.